and welcome to What's New in Brandon. I'm Nancy Pitcairn, the director of the musical Once Upon a One More Time, and today I have some very special guests, the cast of Vincent Massey's Once Upon a One More Time. The show that we've been working on is a fun, high-energy show that combines fairy tales with the music of Britney Spears, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. I'm going to get everybody to introduce themselves and tell you what character they play as we go from there.
My name's Reed, and I'm playing the role of the narrator.
I'm Emery, and I'm playing the role of Belinda, one of Cinderella's stepsisters.
I'm Dana Pentney, and I'm playing the role of OFG, or the original fairy godmother.
Awesome. Reed, we're going to start with the basics here. Let's talk about when and where people can come see Once Upon a One More Time and how they can get tickets, if you can share that with us.
November 20th, 21st, and 22nd at 7 p.m. You can, at the WMCA, you can buy tickets in person or at the WMCA website.
Awesome. Yeah, and I hope everybody does do that. Okay, Dana, for somebody who's never heard of this show, and I'm sure there are lots of them who haven't, because it is a relatively very new show, how would you describe the show? What's it about? How does Britney Spears music fit into a musical?
So I've had lots of people ask me this question, and I just say something along the lines of female empowerment, Britney Spears. And so it's about the Disney princesses, mostly Cinderella, who's like the main character kind of. They get a book called The Feminine Mystique by Betty Friedman, who, there's a surprise at the end. And she gets a book and she reads that, and then she finds out that, oh, we can have power and we can take back our own stories, and we don't have to do just what the narrator tells us to do or what our stories tell us to do. And the Britney Spears music kind of brings in, because it's kind of based off of her own story, Britney's own story. And so it's really cool just to see how like the music changes and the words change, but it also fits in with Disney princesses, but it's also kind of the story of female empowerment through Britney's story as well.
Okay, so lots of people haven't heard about this show. How on earth did Vincent Massey pick it as the show? You were instrumental in that. If I could get you to talk more about that for us.
Of course. So at Vincent Massey, the last couple of years, we've had a club, kind of a group called Major Production Executive Council. And so that kind of, their main thing is picking the musical for the next year. And me and my friend Anya Visser, who plays Sleeping Beauty, we were looking through musicals on MTI, the website where you get where you buy the musicals from and apply for the rights. And we were like, oh, this is a fun musical, Britney Spears, Disney princesses. And so we were like, well, we might as well put this in and be like, we could look at it. And then we brought it in, and then the whole rest of the group really enjoyed it. And we were like, well, we're doing this for a musical. So it was pretty cool that I was the one, me and my friend were the one who picked the musical for this year, basically.
That is awesome. What a great thing to be able to do. Okay, Emery, what was your first reaction when you found out this was the musical?
I was confused because I had never heard of it before, and obviously it's a very new musical, but once I had looked into it, I got really excited because I love Britney Spears and I love all of her music. I love hip hop, so it seemed pretty perfect for my last musical.
Nice. Okay, so you need to each tell me a little bit more about yourselves. What grade are you in? Tell me who you play. A little bit more about maybe your character or yourself. Emery, we'll start with you.
I'm a senior in high school. I don't know, I'm really into band and singing. My character, she's very, not the brightest, to put it.
Which character is it?
Belinda.
Belinda is who?
Cinderella's stepsister. She's not the brightest, but she means well.
Nice.
She just listens to her mom.
She does listen to that evil stepmother. Reed, who do you play?
I play the narrator. I'm also a senior in school. It's a lot different playing this character, but it's been a lot more fun. The narrator is more kind of like controlling, and he wants to follow the script. And it's been really cool to play this character and just whole different.
Awesome. It is a fun character. Dana, how about you?
I'm also in grade 12, so this is gonna be my last musical here. I'm really I do lots of choirs and bands, and I do musical theater outside of this, so that's really fun. Next year I'm planning to go into music education, so it's been really cool to be on Major Production Executive Council and kind of see like the behind the scenes, because I'm probably going to be doing this eventually. So
That's
really
very,
cool.
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm playing the fairy godmother again, and it's really cool because she's kind of like the narrator. She's kind of on the other side of things. She's like overseeing it, but she's like, you guys can go further. You can tell your own stories. And she's the one who gives the book, The Feminine Mystique, to Cinderella, and is like, read this. This is going to change your way of thinking. And so she starts that, and then eventually she's like, you can take back your own story. You don't need my help. And it's really cool because it's kind of like what a teacher does. So it's pretty similar to me, actually. So it's really nice.
Yeah, what a nice parallel to be able to draw. Okay, this show is filled with Britney Spears classics. Emery, what's your favorite song or scene to perform or listen to backstage?
I really like doing Boys Pretty Girls, and I love performing it. But I really like watching Make Me off stage. It's very fun to watch.
Nice. Reed, for you?
I really like Toxic.
Toxic. You are the puppet master in that one.
Yeah.
As you get to control everybody. What a fun song. For you, Dana?
My favorite song to be in is Scream and Shout. So that's the Act 1 finale, and we're just all like, it's a big party. The princesses are all revolting, and they're like, I'm gonna take back my own story. So that's my favorite one to be in. My favorite one to watch backstage is Every Time, which is Cinderella's big solo near the end of the musical, because it's just like, it's such a big, like, our Cinderella's amazing, and it's just such a good emotional moment, and it's so fun to watch. So that's
Who is our Cinderella?
Maya Plasetka.
Nice.
She is in grade 11, and she's doing amazing.
Awesome. There are so many people who help out with the musical at Vincent Massey. We're really fortunate at Massey that we've got a cast of 39, and we've got about 144 students working behind the scenes on all of the different areas. But Dana, can you tell me a little bit about who at the school is helping or in the community has been coming forward to volunteer to make this massive event occur?
I will try my best. There's so many of them that it's hard to remember all of them, but I think I'll try. So we have, of course, Miss Pitcairn, our wonderful director and producer. We have new to our school this year, Mr. Wedgwood, and he's our vocal director. We have new to us this year, but not new to the community, we have Miss Katie Rogowski. So she's a community member who teaches at Step in Time and choreographs other shows, and she's been amazing to work with. We have her mom, Karen Rogowski, on costumes, and she's so incredible. I think you guys would agree that costumes are amazing. We have people like Miss T-Tart, Miss O, we have Miss Screeny, Miss Roque, Miss Metric for budgeting and sponsorships, and then we have Miss Brown. We have Mrs. Curtis on props, which is always amazing. And then we have Miss Hildebrand on makeup. We have both Mrs. Lambs. We have two Mrs. Lambs at our school. Both of them help, which is cool.
And this year, we've brought on somebody new building our sets with Mr. Grindle being able to come and use his skill set to bring that to life.
As well as we have Mr. Steves and Miss Reed, and also we can't forget about Mia Visser, who's our production assistant and also dance captain. So whenever our choreographer, Katie Rogowski, can't make it, Mia will come in and she'll be amazing, and she'll remember everything and give us notes, and it's been amazing to work with her as well.
It is so nice that it really is a community that comes together to put on the show, even with its challenges. Emery, what do you think the biggest challenge so far this year has been working on this show? Maybe it's something unexpected that has happened or something you've learned along the way.
I think kind of balancing like school life and this, and trying to, because like a musical like this will kind of take over your life in a way, not in like a bad way, but in a good way. But it's just hard to balance all of school and your social life and family with this, but it is an amazing experience to have.
I love that that's what you've found from that. I think that's the life lesson, right? Like as you go into life, learning how to balance it, but it is a struggle, isn't it? Reed, how do you think like being a part of a production helps you grow maybe as a performer or even as a person?
personally for me, it's helped me build the confidence, speak more clear, and just no, like instead of like how I used to sit, like be like this, like that. Now I know how to express myself more, and it's helped a lot.
That's amazing. You don't get to sit shy in a corner when you're on stage, do you?
Yeah.
And you guys have all stepped up to that challenge so well. Dana, have there been any funny moments or moments that you might not forget from this show? Anything that struck you as holy?
Well, a lot of our cast are really, really good friends. Like us, we're all friends. We've been friends since like grade 9 or 10. We've been in production, and a lot of that comes from our rehearsals together. Like on Sundays, we get together from 2 to 6 in the school, and there's not many other people who would go to school on a Sunday. So it's really fun just to be together and like be in the school with like limited supervision when you're not needed at rehearsals. So we'll like go and get snacks from the vending machine, or just like practice together, and it's just really fun just to be together in that way, where you wouldn't really get that in a school where you don't have free time sometimes for hours on end at regular school. So it's really fun just to build relationships that way.
It is a unique experience to be able to have some freedom within a building and be able to be able to come together in such a powerful way. We've got kids who are in grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, and 12, and in your everyday lives, you're right, you don't get the opportunity to get to know each other. So this is an interestingly unique opportunity. I think that the show itself also has a pretty empowering message. Dana, what is the message of rewriting your own story and finding your own voice? What do you think, what does that mean for you?
I love this message. This is one of the biggest reasons, like, I was like, oh, I love this show, it'll be so awesome. It's because of the message. Like, you've said it yourself, like, it's probably one of the most important messages that we've had in the show for Vincent Massey, so it's really special to be a part of that. And I think I kind of relate to that as in, like, I do lots of theater and music, and a big part of theater is, like, you're being yourself on stage, and you get to be with these people and meet these, like, amazing people who help you be yourself and help you learn more about yourself. And I think that's kind of how I think of that, and I think of like rewriting your own story and like taking back your story is meeting all these amazing people who help you do that.
I love that that's what it is. Reed, why do you think it's important for schools to continue to put on shows like this?
To show off like the skills of all the students, and to have them all go into a show so they could show other people what we're made of, besides like sports. There's always other things that other kids can go to, and it's just cool, and you gotta like present it and show it to other people.
Yeah. Emery, do you do any sports that you've had at Massey, or is major production your sport?
Yeah, I'm not a very sportsy person, I'd say. The most I do is like band and choir, like I'm very involved in that, but major production has been something that I'm very happy to be a part of and always love being a part of.
It's amazing that it can be something that brings people together, not just on the stage, but in the rest of school behind. Okay, Reed, tell me about who has supported you through the production. Maybe it was a teacher, a classmate, or a family member. That it's a lot of early mornings and long days and a lot of memorizing. Who is your person that has helped you through that?
Cash Luke, he plays Charmian. Every time if I'm a little bit late towards like a rehearsal or something, I always get a, where are you at? Where are you? How come you're not here? So
that is a wonderful person to have in your life. Yeah, that is awesome. Emery, tell me, how did you first get involved in theater, and what keeps you coming back to doing productions?
I've always loved singing and dancing. I've done it since I was little. So when I first moved to Brandon, I knew that I really wanted to do musicals, but then COVID happened, so I wasn't able to do that, so I had to wait until high school. And high school just really, like, major production at Vincent Massey is just, it brings so many people together, and it's it's such a lovely community. So I always come back because I love the friends that I've made, and I love the community that we've created, and I love being able to show Brandon and any other people what we can do.
That is amazing. Reed, for you, what keeps you coming back?
The people.
The people.
It's really fun just to hang out with all of them, and it makes it a great time.
Nice. For you, Dana?
I've been doing theater since I was in grade 6, and then we had to take a break in there for COVID, so my first show was actually in grade 8, but through all my shows, it's just been so important, and I love the music, I love dancing, and I love the acting, and it's just so special to get to do this and get the opportunity to do this, and I think just being so grateful for that, and being grateful for the friends I've made, and for the people I've met, and for the mentors I've found, including Miss Karen. It's just been super, super special. So that's what keeps me coming back.
That's amazing. Okay, Emery, I know that auditioning that first time was really outside of your comfort zone. It was not something that you really wanted to do. What do you say to somebody who has that same feeling, who is like, I would love to do it, but I'm afraid of doing it? What would you say to somebody who is thinking about maybe being on stage or behind the scenes?
If you're wanting to audition, everyone else is feeling the same way you are. Everyone's nervous for it. Everyone's nervous for the singing, the dancing, the acting. So you're not alone. You have that community around you who is also feeling that way. So that's one way you can look at it. And if you want to join tech, it's just, again, it's that big community that brings you together. You have all these artsy people coming together, doing makeup, sets, props, actually putting on the show, and it's just amazing to see.
That's awesome.
And it's super cool too, because you said we have 144 people working behind the scenes. So if you're going into grade 9, you're terrified to be on stage, but you want to be involved, you can still be involved, and you can do front of house or makeup or any of those things. Mm-hmm. And it's just super fun you can get kind of your foot in the door that way, and then you can audition the next year. And also we do a thing during auditions where if you don't want to sing by yourself and you're terrified, we do chorus auditions. So you get a song and then you can sing it with other people. So that's really cool too, to think about if you're terrified of singing by yourself especially, then you can not do that, and you can have a song where you can just be it's okay, I can be in the chorus, and you can sing in a group of 3 or 4, and so that's really nice too. I remember that from my first years. That's very relieving.
It is, because honestly, I think singing by yourself might for me have been the most terrifying first step. Once you take this step, it becomes less terrifying. But yeah, singing, acting, and dancing somehow doesn't seem quite as scary. But maybe I'm wrong.
And you also just have to remember, everyone at auditions is there because they love theater and they want to support you. They want to see you succeed. So you could also remember that as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, before we wrap up, Reed, if you had to describe the show in just 3 words, what are the 3 words you'd use?
Awesome. And very insightful. And that's all I could really think.
You got one. Do you have a word? Each fill out another word for us.
I think catchy would be good.
Catchy.
Because of all even I know all of the music in it, and I know my parents are this is so good. We love Britney Spears. It's our generation, and so
it is. I have to admit that even though I spend so much time at rehearsals with the music, I find myself going home and listening to more Britney Spears. I'm in a place right now where I really can't get enough just at rehearsals. I keep going home to listen to Britney too, which I think says a lot. It means that obviously the music is super catchy. Do you have another word?
Honestly, I think they summed it up pretty well.
Okay. Dana, what do you hope the audience will take away when they come to see our show? The thing about putting on a show is we can do all the work that we do to make it happen, but really if there's nobody there to watch it, it's meaningless. The most important part of a show, I think, is having an audience come and see it. What do you hope they'll take away once they've come?
Well, as we've said before, the Britney Spears music. So we're like, we have the Disney princesses, and that's like the kids are coming in, but then we also have like the generation above us, like our parents' ages. That's Britney music. So I hope that the people who come either learn about the Britney music or they remember it again and they're like, oh, I forgot about that song, it's so good. Or they see the different approaches that we have to the songs and they're like, that was so cool, I wish I could see more of that, and maybe they'll come back for more. But I also think it's really important to remember the actual message of the show. It's not just Britney music. It's very important to remember that it's about female empowerment. It's about taking back our story and truly owning that. And I think that's what they should take away. It's just they can see examples of that on stage, but they can also do that in their own lives and remember that you can be in control of your own story. You don't just have to do what other people do or do what people tell you to do. You just be yourself. I think that's
awesome.
very important.
I love that. Okay, Emery, one more time, give us the details. When, where are they all coming to see Once Upon a One More Time, the Vincent Massey production?
November 20th, 21st, and 22nd at 7 p.m. at the WMCA. Bring your family, your friends, anybody, strangers, to get everybody into seats. We want everybody to see this show.
Yeah. I'd like to thank the cast of Once Upon a Time for coming in here with me today. I can't wait to see you guys on stage. I have had the sneak peek as I have worked with you for the last couple of months. But I'm amazed at the artistry that you bring, the hard work, the dedication to your role, and your unbelievable talent. I hope that everybody grabs their tickets and supports local arts, supports high school productions. But you need to be ready that it is a night full of magic, a night full of music, laughter, fairy tale fun, and all set to the fabulous music of Britney Spears. Thanks so much for watching.